I cannot imagine that I could have done anything other than this in my W-2 job to get this amount of like wealth that I created. Yeah.
You made $62,000 on your first, this is your first deal, plus cash flow, plus everything
Yeah.
else that you learn. It sounds like between these two
Yeah.
deals, you're making over 100K.
It gives the opportunity to build something with low amount of money, the BRRRR method that we are using right now. So it's not like you really need to have like 25% money in your pocket to have it. So you can start little, maybe
Yeah.
10% down, maybe 0% down, depends like who we are working with.
Hey there. We're here to put you on the path to a multi-million dollar real estate portfolio. I'm Palak.
And this is Nidhi. Thanks for joining us. Great to have you here.
Where you're based and where you're investing?
I'm based in Huntsville, Alabama, and I'm investing in Birmingham, Alabama right now.
Nice.
The
And how
two
far
deals
is
that I
that?
did, it's about hour 40 minutes from my home.
Oh,
I'm
that not
actually
bad.
in Madison, which is a little outside of Huntsville, so just save like maybe 20 minutes.
What do you do for a living? And how did you decide you wanted to invest in real estate?
I was looking into real estate from some time. I tried to be a realtor as well. It didn't work out, and then because of my workload, I work as a supply quality engineer at a manufacturing plant here. It's Mazda Toyota. I can say my job is challenging for sure, and I'm looking to build generational wealth. That's probably like one of the reasons that I heard. I can say I was looking for having something that is interesting. I can say real estate is interesting for me,
Yeah.
and that's the reason I am into it. It gives the opportunity to build something with low amount of money, the BRRRR method that we are using right now. So it's not like you really need to have like 25% money in your pocket to have it. So you can start little, and the hard money loan is there. You can use that to get a property, maybe
Yeah.
10% down, maybe 0% down, depends like who we are working with.
Yeah.
And after completing the BRRRR cycle, I can say it's not really 25% money that we really need to buy it. And end of the
Yes, I love
cycle,
hearing that.
yeah. And my target was I'm not looking to recover 100%
Yeah.
because finding a deal was difficult.
Like you're not
Yeah,
doing this full time. You want to do it in the
yeah,
least amount of time possible. You want to just get the best possible results in the least
yeah,
amount of time. And so you're like, you know what?
yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
And I went through the SOPs and your videos as well that you told us like if we have to pay a little extra to get a good deal, that's okay.
Yeah.
It's not like you're really missing out on a lot. So I
No.
think I made a couple of offers which were a little over, but still I can say it's justified with the
Yeah,
quality of the property. It
absolutely.
was not really like in a bad shape. It was definitely dated and it needs work, but it wasn't terrible condition.
Tell me the numbers. What's the acquisition for
So the first one that was in Pinson, Alabama. It's a little expensive. It was 130
130
purchase price.
plus some soft costs?
Yeah, soft cost was a little higher, about 13%, 12% something, 12 point something. Yeah, and the ARV came in 266.
Oh my God. What?
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, it was I was expecting around 255 to 265. So it was right at the same level.
This is
It
your
was good
first deal?
actually. Yeah, it was first one. Yeah.
Oh my God. What? Okay, wait. So, how much should I add for soft costs? Maybe,
I think 13% is safe number. Actually,
uh,
I had a little longer hold time on this, and I spent a little over in rehab. But
yeah.
after the appraisal, it was justified. I think
So
I'm happy
it's
with that.
it's 204. 204. Did I get that right? All in 204 and 266 is what it
Yeah,
appraised at?
266. Yeah,
You made $62,000 on your first, this is your first deal. This is like you just starting a business and you made $62,000 plus cash
yeah,
flow, plus tax benefits, plus debt pay down, plus everything
yeah.
else that you learn.
I hope I
Okay.
will get the tax benefits and everything by in this year.
This year, because you did it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't make any money last year. I tried to put it on market last year, like just before the year end. I don't know how this work, but I'm just still learning like how
Yeah,
to
yeah,
get
yeah.
that all the benefits. But I think I finished it in like plan was to finish in November and start the second one. That didn't go as planned, but then I mean I just finished it in mid of February.
It's the first one. You're still learning. And
Yeah.
even with all the soft costs and the whole, you held it a little longer, it's still, you made 62 grand. What the heck? That's
Yeah.
amazing. What about the second deal? How much did you buy it for?
Second one, I bought it for 100,000.
Okay.
It was again like bidding, so went a little lower, and I spent about 40,000, 42,000 something in the rehab total. 42.
Yeah. Should I add 15 grand for soft costs?
Yeah.
It sounds like between these two
Yeah.
deals, you're making over 100K. Even if I was
Yeah.
being super conservative between these deals, you're making 100 grand, Jatinder. How hard would you have to work to make 100K in your W-2?
To be honest, like I can say the biggest thing for me this year is like the year I spent in real estate. I started last year in May, and I can say even after doing two deals, I feel satisfied that the amount of work I did or the learning that I had. Overall, everything was a little bit challenging, but I can say I'm happy.
You're
The
building a
process,
new business from scratch.
yeah.
Like it's the challenges are just always.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, I cannot imagine that I could have done anything other than this in my W-2 job to get this amount of like wealth that I created. So I can
Yes,
say I'm really happy with it, and I would like to do it maybe a little more deals, but two is still okay for me. It's not
it's
like a
so
small
good.
number for me. I mean, I see
And
many people are doing like five, six, seven deals in 1 year, but for me, two was still okay.
it's
I
amazing.
wanted to do one more deal, to be honest. I wanted to do one more deal towards like start of this year, but because of my family situation changed, so I didn't go for it.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I was
we're all on our own journey. So I'd love to know if you were to point out three things that helped you do this from the program, what were the top three things that were like your biggest takeaways that helped you get this done?
there are so many things. What if I had to just choose like three out of those? So I can say the first thing, the foundation is the SOP, which I spend a lot of time going back and forth a few times just to understand the concept. And also then the second step was the deal analysis that I did with Niti. I think I bring many deals to discussion, and we passed few, we didn't pass a few of those. So finally, the ones that I got, I think they were okay. I see the risk, I see the margin and everything, and I'm glad that everything worked as planned. The next thing I can say, building the team, it is still a challenge. I can say everybody should focus more on building the team.
I really think that this process forces all of us to grow as a leader, whether it's in
Yeah.
choosing the right people, vetting them, spotting red flags, managing them well, keeping the good people, retention, and not losing yourself on the way while during this process while you're doing it and still maintaining who you are. I think that has to be the biggest learning for everyone. It sounds like it's also for you. So I love hearing that. What was the third thing? You said the first one was the SOPs, the
Um,
business in a box, you plug and play, understanding and
yeah.
implementing that. The second one
So
was Nitty and time with him and discussing the deals that you brought on Sundays.
third
And
one, I
then
can say networking, networking
networking.
with people, within
Yeah,
the group, taking their support. Rochelle has been helping me in the group as well. So
amazing.
she like there were some situations and sometimes I'm just out of the ideas like what I should do this with this now and what I should do with this. So I asked in the group many times. I asked Danny to get some support. I asked you for some help, Nidhi, and I can say asking for help is something that I was not really good at earlier. So I asked many times for many things and I get
Yeah,
support. So anybody,
I love that. Yeah.
yeah, I just suggest everybody to ask for
Ask
help.
for help. And the thing that I have noticed since day one is you always showed up. You always showed up on the calls. And I tell everyone, like, you don't have to know everything. If you just show up, it solves majority of your questions. It gives you so much clarity. It keeps the momentum going. You showed up. And that's a huge thing. And I want to applaud you on that. Like showing up and being present is, and we're all busy, right? Like we're all busy. Who's not busy? So showing up is a huge thing. And you guys, like, watch the recordings. If you can't show up live, that's okay. Watch the recordings. We're here and we're here for you. And so yeah, you showed up. I love that. Thank you for sharing that. So you said the third one was networking. That's awesome. Thank you. If Before you joined, what did you think was going to be the key thing that you would get out of this versus now that you are actually experienced, what do you think was actually important?
So I can say I'm a kind of person who don't talk too much or don't have too many friends. So for doing something like this in real estate, you need to be, I can say, more like you should have a network. You should know like people who are doing it. So for me, this was really a big plus that I was with some people who already are doing this or they know something more than me or they're better and there is a support, there's a coaching in the program, and there is a set process that's available, like it's a proven tested process, like this is something that worked for many people already. So I just follow that, and there were some risk, and I can say the biggest part for me was the risk assessment and minimizing that. As part of quality engineering, we do that at work also. So I made a mistake initially when I was traveling. I made an offer, I get a property under contract, but the good thing was there was a clause for 10 days inspection in that. When I actually saw the property, I see that it was like a big concern of structural issue, which my realtor and general contractor, they both missed. And then I had to cancel that. If I went into that deal, I was easily losing about 30, 40,000. So I can say that was the first thing that I noticed, like going for a deal and going for the right deal. You
Yeah.
should be careful with that.
Yes.
So risk, if you avoid having like one bad deal, you will save a lot of money.
This business, it's so much easier to build your net worth, your asset base, and profit than anything else. You can do it part-time and make over 100K on the side. Insane. In what, a year? Less than a year? That's fantastic. Thank you for sharing that. We just did like a mini sensei session, but I've been meaning to talk to Jatinder about his deals. So I'm so glad. And I can tell all the numbers that you've shared with us are ultra conservative because of the way you were calculating. You're like, no, let me get the exact number. I know they're like ultra conservative. So over 100K, that's just in forced equity profit. That doesn't even include everything else. So that's phenomenal.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. If you found today's conversation valuable, be sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode. We've got many practical strategies and inspiring stories to help you build lasting wealth through real estate. And if you're ready to take the next step, click the link in the description below to explore our latest offers, workshops, and challenges. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you in the next episode.